God's answer to suffering will break your brain. Picture this. Ted from accounting. Never fudged to 1040. Never missed a Sunday. Never even cut in line wakes up to a foreclosure notice. A funeral card for his daughter and a voicemail from the oncologist. He shakes his fist at the ceiling and screams, "Why?" A voice answers. It's not soft. It's not sorry. It sure doesn't hand him an explanation. We've all been handed the same cosmic vending machine manual. Be good, get goodies. The Book of Job drops a brick in that coin slot. If this video helps you even a little, please give it a like, subscribe for more tips, and share it with someone who needs it. Written while Israel's best and brightest were doing forced labor in Babylon, it hands us the tale of a guy who did everything right and still lost the lot livestock. Kids, health, then spends 35 chapters in court with God. When the Almighty finally shows, he doesn't say, "My bad." He drags Job on a whirlwind tour of Orion wild donkeys, and 2 nightmare-class monsters, then leans in. Were you around when I gave the ocean its beachfront? That line doesn't answer Job's question. It unravels the whole exam. Your job. Morning 1. Bandits hit the ranch oxen, and donkey's gone. Morning 2. Lightning torches the sheep. Morning 3. Wind knocks the house flat, kids inside. By dinner, you're sitting in ash, scratching open sores with a broken plate. Your ride-or-die buddies show. They keep quiet for a solid 7 days, then open their mouths and ruin everything. Alofa's must have been something, bro. Bildad, your kids probably partied too hard. Sofer, just apologize and God will Venmo you. Double, you lose it. Job doesn't tweet #blessed. He howls. Let the day of my birth be erased. He wants his day in court, subpoenas, exhibits, closing arguments. Night after night, he stares at the ceiling, replaying the wreckage. And the text, get this, never calls it doubt, calls it prayer. So if you're in therapy muttering for letter words at heaven, congrats, you're in dialogue. The buddies crank up the prosperity karaoke. Admit something, anything, and you'll get a bigger house, prettier kids, Instagrammable cattle. Job refuses to fake guilt. Instead, he doubles the ante. I want the face-to-face, not the Sunday school poster. Suddenly, the story stops feeling like a flannel graph and starts sounding like Law and Order. Jerusalem. Tornado time. No gentle whisper, just sky-splitting wind. First words out of the whirlwind. Who talks smack without a clue? Then God unloads 70 rapid-fire questions. Ever wrangled the Pleiades? Ever taught the horse to laugh at danger? Ever given the hawk its GPS? Crescendo, behemothon, earth-shaking bulldozer with a bad attitude. Leviathan, primeval sea dragon that scoffs at fishhooks. Point creation isn't a tidy spreadsheet. It's a jazz solo with hurricanes and supernovas. Pain isn't always a demeritus, sometimes rent for living in a wild, gorgeous neighborhood. Job's comeback is 5 words. I babbled about stuff I didn't get. This isn't, oops, I cheated on my taxes. It's, I graded the artist while standing inside the painting. It's, the epilogue brings new kids, new cows, new decades, 140 years. Round as a promise, yet too neat to be simple karma. Ow. The math is aesthetic, not moral. If Job's new to you, stop here. Read chapter 3 out loud. Start with May, the day of my birth perish. Let the wound see daylight before we stitch it. We swipe left. The app learns our type. We rate the movie. The algorithm spits out 5 more. Job's God refuses the update. The story nukes both secular utopia. Tech will fix it, and religious bromides. Believe harder, feel better. It offers something sturdier. Second, nah. Trust after the disillusion. Trust that doesn't need a payoff. Pastor's hand job to the suicidal like a life raft. His symptoms, night terrors. No appetite. Feeling radioactive to his friends. Map onto PTSD. Scripture never says, have you tried yoga? It says the storm eventually shows up. That sequence platitudes fail. Meds help. Lament is holy. Encounter is possible. Might save someone's Tuesday night. So what do we do? Not pretend pain is good. Not label God cruel. We trade the vending machine map for a topographical one. Beautiful, terrifying, inked with mystery. The question why sometimes gets answered with you're holding the wrong map. The journey is a trust walk through fog, hands open, heart loud. If this story yanked your rug, drop the one question you're scared to ask God in the comments. I read them all. And if you want the deep cut on why Behemoth is not just a hippo with a gym membership, check the next video. God's answer to suffering isn't a proof. It's a whirlwind. Step in, and your brain will feel like it's being rewired because it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.